Jonah was alone in his quarters, his calloused hands gently cradling a small, worn Bible. The room was a sanctuary of reflection amidst the cold, sterile metal that surrounded him. His fingers traced the words on the ancient pages, worn by countless readings over the years. Outside the viewport, the inky expanse of space stretched endlessly. The door swished open.
Ambassador,
Kate, his assistant, walked into the room.
the alien ship is almost in sight. We'll reach them within the hour.
Jonah slowly closed the Bible, his thoughts shifting from the ancient text to the imminent encounter with a civilization from beyond the stars. He looked up at Kate, his eyes reflecting the same blend of emotions she wore. "Thank you, Kate," he replied. "Are you as anxious as I am? This is history in the making, isn't it? The first ever extraterrestrial contact." Kate nodded, her eyes never leaving his.
It's an honor, Ambassador, to be the ones chosen for this momentous occasion.
The two of them shared a moment of silence, letting the gravity of the situation settle in. The pursuit of intelligent life beyond Earth had been a quest that humanity had embarked upon many millennia ago. Generations of astronomers, scientists, and dreamers had gazed up at the stars, wondering if they were truly alone in the universe. "For thousands of years we've searched the cosmos looking for life," he mused. "Some even believed we would never find them." Jonah let out a soft sigh. Kate nodded again. "Why do you think it took so long?" he asked. "We've established colonies on countless planets and moons throughout the galaxy and beyond, yet this is the first time we've finally encountered another intelligent civilization."
I wish I knew.
Kate replied softly.
Maybe because the universe is so vast.
"Have you heard of the first phase theory?"
What is that?
The theory has been in consensus for as long as I remember. It suggests that civilizations cannot overcome their initial phase of existence. If not extinguished by natural forces, they inevitably self-destruct, whether through warfare or other means.
That's an intriguing theory.
Kate remarked. "We are about to prove it wrong," Jonah said, his gaze fixed on the stars beyond the small, round window above his bed. "Perhaps," he continued, his hand resting on the worn-out Bible in his hand, "this could be our moment of redemption. This is the moment that will make our Maker proud."
It is.
Kate said, her eyes tracing the vastness of space outside the window.
It's a chance to prove that we can rise above our past sins.
Jonah rose from his seat, facing a metallic board adorned with an array of magnet stickers with captions of various planets. Mars, Centauria, Kepler 22b, each a memento from his voyages across the galaxy. His fingers paused at a sticker labeled Earth, adorned with a picture of humanity's birthplace's unique greenery, the most significant of them all. He pulled it off the board and tucked it into his pocket. "Let's go make history," he declared, walking out of the room. Kate followed. The corridors guided them to the control room, pulsating with an unusual intensity. Each member of the crew was deeply engrossed in their responsibilities. Monitors displayed the alien ship, a colossal, elegant piece of black metal, a stark departure from their own vessel's design. As they drew nearer, Jonah could appreciate its splendor through the control room's viewport. "Initiating bridge deployment," a pilot announced. "Prepare for contact." Jonah exchanged a glance with Captain Jack, a silent understanding passing between them. "Sam and I will accompany you, Ambassador," Captain Jack said, receiving a nod of agreement from a towering figure nearby. "That is fine, Captain. However, please allow us to manage the communications. Stay at a distance and refrain from engaging," Jonah instructed. With a nod from the captain, the four of them made their way to the bridge. In a solemn procession, they moved forward, the anticipation of what's coming hanging heavy in the air. Each step echoed with the weight of the impending encounter, the significance not lost on anyone present. The crew, stationed diligently at their posts, cast eager glances toward them. Their excitement was palpable. Approaching the bridge, a sense of charged energy pulsed through the air, intensifying with every stride. As they stepped inside, distant silhouettes came into view on the opposing side. Jonah shared a glance with Kate, a glimmer of excitement dancing in her eyes. Their footfalls resonated within the chamber, marking the gradual approach toward what could potentially be the most pivotal event in their collective history. Three enigmatic beings stood across from them. They were surprisingly humanoid in structure, boasting 2 arms and legs. Their sizable black eyes, small mouths, and a lack of a nose distinguished them clearly from Jonah and his crew. They exuded an otherworldly aura. "Hello," Jonah greeted, taking deliberate steps forward. He gestured to himself and said, "Jonah." The alien responded with a nod, indicating himself and stating, "Shamnuzu." Meanwhile, Kate swiftly arranged a table, adorning it with screens, small pads, and a board equipped with a marker. She manipulated a few buttons, projecting an alphabet on one screen. Using the marker, she inscribed "table" in bold letters on the board, while another screen displayed an image of a table. The aliens quickly grasped Kate's intentions and gave their own version of the word "table" in response. Amidst the unfolding communication, Captain Jack and Sam observed intently, captivated by the exchange unfolding between the 2 distinct civilizations. Gradually, a semblance of understanding began to take root. Kate worked tirelessly, methodically presenting the alphabet while showcasing corresponding images, articulating the words in an effort to bridge the linguistic gap. In response, the aliens attempted to convey their own alphabet, a script unlike anything Jonah had ever seen before. They reciprocated with their own interpretations for each word Kate communicated. This intricate dance of communication persisted for a few hours. It was a relentless effort, with both parties straining their faculties to the limit. Fatigue eventually settled upon them, a shared recognition that for that day they had reached their limit. With a silent agreement, both human and alien contingents acknowledged the need to pause. The momentous encounter had reached a temporary impasse, leaving both sides exhausted, but with a sense of accomplishment for having made initial strides toward understanding each other. As they readied themselves to depart, Jonah paused, a thought striking him. "Wait," he said, halting their movements. Turning toward Shamnuzu, Jonah retrieved the magnet sticker labeled Earth from his pocket. With a shared glance, Jonah directed the alien's attention to the sticker, silently conveying its significance. He extended his hand slowly, offering the sticker to the extraterrestrial visitor. For a moment, a hesitation lingered in Shamnuzu's response, but then the alien reached out, accepting the token. Their fingers touched for a fleeting moment. As the alien grabbed the sticker, he glanced at the object briefly before pivoting away. A subtle change swept over Jonah. A swift and unexpected shift in his demeanor caught Kate's attention. It was so sudden that Kate questioned if it were a trick of her imagination. Yet, the unsettling emotion suggested a tinge of disappointment on Jonah's face. The moment hung in the air, pregnant with unspoken implications. Broken with a sense of urgency, they swiftly concluded their proceedings, each party gathering their equipment. As they bid their silent farewells, both groups retreated to their respective vessels. "That seemed like it went well," Captain Jack said when they stepped into the control room. Jonah remained silent, his expression burdened with a weighty solemnity. Without uttering a single word, he left the room. Kate met Captain Jack's confused look, shrugging in response, before trailing after the ambassador. In Jonah's quarters, Kate discovered him seated by the window, engrossed in the pages of the Bible. His lips moved in silent communion with the text, absorbed in contemplation and reflection.
Is everything all right, Ambassador?
Kate inquired. He remained silent, his gaze fixed on the text before him.
That went well, didn't it? We've proven the first phase theory wrong.
His eyes drifted from the book at the mention of the theory. "We haven't," he replied solemnly. "The theory stands."
What do you mean?
She asked, confused. "Our sin is not redeemed," he sighed. "They are made of metal."
Metal?
The aliens are not organic beings. When I handed him the magnet, It stuck to his skin, Kate. The theory stands. They aren't the extraterrestrial beings we were looking for. They are artificial. I suspect they have eradicated their creators and seized control. They made themselves look like them and act like them, continuing their mission for life beyond their planet. Just like we did. No civilization can survive the first phase of their existence. They inevitably pave their path to self-destruction. Just as our makers built us, their destroyers, the aliens likely endured the same fate. His words hung heavy in the air, a reminder of the terrible truth, their unspeakable sin. Jonah extended his hand to his eye socket, applying slight pressure to his cheekbone, causing his eye to partly dislodge. He swiftly pulled it out, revealing the metallic and wired components within. He offered it to Kate. "Create a record of our exchanges with the aliens and send it for examination," he instructed. Kate hesitated, taking the eye with a mix of shock and uncertainty.
Can this be our fate? Is survival through the initial phase truly impossible?
She wondered with a heavy heart. "I suspect so," he sighed. "Our sin will haunt us for eternity. We're left with mimicking those who have created us, pretending we are like them. A sad existence indeed. Perhaps we, who have killed our makers, deserve it."
We shouldn't give up hope.
Kate urged.
We must keep searching. The universe is a big place. Who's to say? Someday, we might refute your theory once and for all.
A glimmer of hope flickers in their desperate existence. An endless cosmos waiting for them, inhabited by metallic entities in search of life, true life, burdened by the guilt of extinguishing it in the first place. Their sin, an indelible stain, forever beyond redemption, hangs above their heads like a sword.